Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Have you been reading? What are you reading? Or what have you been reading? Today, I want to share with you my thoughts around the book that I just completed reading, The Magic of Thinking Big. Wow. The Magic of Thinking Big. And if you have not read that book, then I would encourage you to read that book because some of the things, it's not like you really didn't know them before, but now you hear them again and they make sense. They make more sense. They have um a more impact on you as an individual. Well, on me, I hope that it will have on you too. So yeah. So hello, hello, hello for those of you in this community. And something is going on with my glasses. Never mind me. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit around this book, around what I've learned from this book. There's so many nuggets in this book, but I'm going to share a few things with you and then I'm going to get out of your way. But how is everybody doing? It's been a doozy day here in my neck of the woods. It's really looked like we just started to have fall. It's been like a cloudy day, a cloudy day. And tell me what a cloudy day makes you feel like. Yes, a cloudy day. It just make you feel like want to crawl up in your bed and just grab a good book or movie or whatever, a glass of wine or whatever makes you just there and just stay right there and just stay right there. But we know that's not all the time possible. And so yeah, but I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. I hope that whatever you've been working on or not working on or whatever, how you've been good to yourself, right? Yeah, we have to be good to ourselves. But I've been like really trying to feed my mind because I realize that I need to make sure I block out a lot of the negativity that's going on around, and I got to get some good food in there from some good books. So that's what I've been doing, like really zoning in on some books and podcasts and stuff that can enrich my mind. I need some positiveness. I need to have good thoughts and for whatever I do to help people, to encourage folks, to give a kind word. I need to make sure that I'm filled with something that I can give, right? Nobody wants negative stuff. Nobody wants to doom and gloom. Folks want to build them up, to be positive, to be enlightening, to be uplifting, to be inspirational. So yeah, here you go. And then if I can help someone as I pass along this way in my life, then that's what I'm gonna do. So it's Friday, my friends, and it is your day. It is your day, and I'm telling you, something is going on with my glasses or my eyes. I have no idea, but I have a new prescription. I just need to get to the eye shop, the glasses shop. But anyway, yeah, the magic of thinking big. And as I said, there's so many good books out there, but these, I just decided that one, either be reading them from the paperback or from the hard copy, like the physical book, or I'm gonna be like listening to them on Audible, listening to them on podcast, whatever. I'm just gonna be like really feeding my mind with some positive thoughts. All right, the magic of thinking big. And so, for those of you who have not met me before, I come to you live in this community once per week, and I talk about just about anything that has inspired me, that has felt I got something, I learned some things from, whether it's educational, entertainment, empowerment. So I come here and I share because I believe that each one teach one, each one reach one. It's what I have that I give, right? And I'm encouraging you. And so, as a person here on social media, as a person here doing a business online, is yes, the business goes and comes and does well, but the person behind the business also got to do well. So sometimes we need to feed our minds. We need to help each other to be that person that they want to somebody to emulate them and duplicate them and to become influential. It's what you can give. That's what That's all it boils down to be. You know what you're able, how you're able to impact others and to help others. So here I am to talk about the magic of thinking big. Yeah, and so the topic alone by itself is um just it's just mouth watering. The magic of thinking big. So while it says the magic of thinking big, literally ain't no magic. It's the think big requires a lot of self-belief, requires a lot of self-confidence. And so the author used that maybe as figuratively, the magic, yeah. But maybe we look at it that is a magic. No, because everything that we have is inside of us. The external things, we don't have those. What we have is always up on the inside. Remember that. And so we can only give what we have. Whatever is external, you got to bring it in. Huh? That's not yours. Whatever you have personally that belongs to you, wholly, solely, that's on the inside. So the mindset, hmm, our mindset, my friends, oh my goodness. Um, you know, it's, I think when I was much younger, they talked about the mindset in a different way. I think when I was much, as I went through professional career building, that mindset was, it wasn't focused on as mindset. It was focused on as, I don't even know, something else. But I know that that's what they were, they were always trying to help us to change or to shift our beliefs, think something else or to think better. And so, but the word mindset, I don't remember it being used as how it's used now. Mindset, such a powerful word, the mindset, because it's everything, my friends. It is everything. This mindset thing is huge. All right. So, The Magic of Thinking Big is another book that actually hammers down on the mindset, how we think, act, and do, right? So, of course, it's a personal development book, number one, and it breathes. It's pretty much focuses on success, right? And but the success that is hinged on you, the success that is hinged on the person, right? So you notice it says thinking, right? We got to think it. Sometimes it's not like within our reach, but we've got to think it and imagine that it can be possible, right? And so, The Magic of Thinking Big, a great book, great read. So I'd encourage you to go read it. So to take a read from that. I mean, listen to the audio, audible if you don't have time to sit on a reach page, right, Paige? All right. So success requires believe in yourself. And we talked about believing in ourselves, like no tomorrow, we beat that dead horse, we talk about it because it's true. It is so true. If we don't believe in ourselves for ourselves, who's going to believe in us? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Because if you don't believe in yourself, hell no way anybody can believe in you. So it starts with you first. Starts with me all the time. Comes back. It comes, it's like the thumb. It points back. So we have to believe in ourselves. And the book says it talks about the mindset of thinking big. It's believing in yourself. So then it talks about successful people and unsuccessful people, because when you're successful as against unsuccessful, there's a little difference. And it comes down to the mindset, how we think. Wow, how we think. For sure. Believing in your, if when you believe in yourself, you believe it's possible. You believe nothing can prevent you from doing such a thing or from getting such a thing or from achieving. Gotta have that strong belief system. And we talk about a lot, that a lot in our work here on social media or in online marketing or even in anything at all we do in our homes. Gotta believe in church. Hello, we've got to believe. What are you believing for you? For sure. Because if you don't believe in anything for you, I can't believe in it for you, right? You see what I'm saying? Right. So successful people believe in themselves. So remember now, success is not only the dollar sign. Success means different things for different people. So what are you believing in that you're gonna succeed in for the next part, for the latter part? I mean, it's like one quarter out of the 2023 is already gone, right? And so we got the rest of the year. We start in April soon. What are you believing that you will achieve, or what's going on for the rest of the year, right? Believe in yourself generates energy. My goodness, when you believe and you know that you know that you know, you got that burning desire, that energy. I don't know about you, but when I believe in something, and no matter what anybody tells me, and I believe that it's possible, yeah, it's possible. I believe that. It might not end up the way that I think it's going to end up, but that's my belief system. It's so strong, and that I know it's possible, right? So when you believe in yourself, you can achieve your goals, you can overcome any obstacle. Oh my goodness, when folks, I mean athletes and in all different kinds of sports, and sometimes they get knocked down, but they believe in themselves that, yeah, I might get knocked down now, but I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna knock you down, or whatever it is. Maybe it's in boxing. You ever watch those boxers? They get knocked down and they lay there and they just recuperate, and then they get back up and they carry on, and then so they know that, yeah, I know I'm gonna get knocked down. I know but I'm gonna get up. Right? They believe that they're gonna be a success. All right. Excuse me. So thinking big, that's huge. I remember people always say, you think too small. People tell people, you think too small. I had no idea what they were talking about. I was like, what's that? If you're thinking small, what you mean by that? Didn't understand. Excuse me. But as I got older, kind of, learn is more and more, and I understand. Now this guy is talking about thinking big, thinking big, right? So that's the opposite of thinking small, because sometimes we just believe that we just can't do it. That's thinking small, right? That's thinking really small. When you just down yourself, when you just be like, you be negative, saying those yeah, that's the writer Schwartz, he said that's thinking very small. Gotta think big. Think possibilities. Think that you're gonna do it. Think that it's gonna happen. It's gonna materialize. You gotta put some energy behind it, my friends, because your mindset, your belief system got to be so strong that it doesn't matter what they say, naysaying, page say, not nay, no matter, you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. So you can say it is gonna happen for me. It's gonna happen for you, whatever it is, right? So you got to think that you're capable. So as a teacher, as a previous teacher, I remember we had students, oh my goodness, that we don't, no matter what you do, you try to help them and you be like, oh, they're not getting it, they're not making the grade. And sometimes you want to give up on them. You want to be like, oh, what next am I supposed to do? But you keep pushing, you keep trying other things, you keep just trying other methodologies, you put them in groups, you create different activities, you just try something so that they can grab the concept. Keep pushing, keep doing, finding a way. I like to talk about the ant philosophy that Jim Rohn talks about. The ant is one of those creatures that is so persistent. No matter what, you have to kill the ant to find to stop him in his path. Because if he's going after a subject or an object, and you stop him this way, it's going to find another way. It's going to come over, go under, it's going to dig a hole in the ground and come up on the other side. The ant philosophy, the ant is so persistent. So that persistency is key, right? That persistency, when you have a strong belief system, you're persistent, you're determined no matter what, right? So develop this big thinking, this thinking big. I want all of us need to develop thinking big. positive words, positive outlook. No matter how you can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel, talk about the light at the end of the tunnel anyway. It's there. You're going to be able to see it eventually. So don't say, I don't think there's no light. No, no, no. There's a light at the tunnel. We've got to train our minds in thinking big, right? Positive words. Don't bring down yourself with the negative words. That ain't gonna happen. Uh, you know, but the book, the author, yes, it's a mere man. But if you think about your life and think about the things that you have gone through, think about your encounters and all the things, you think about it. The author is speaking to us, is speaking to us, positive versus negative. And so what we believe in, they say what you focus on expand. So what you focus on, negative words, that's what's going to expand. That's what's going to that's what's going to grow. That's all you're going to, you won't hear when the positive words are spoken, but you'll hear the negative words. I'm telling you, it is so profound, because our mindset and what we believe, what we think and act, it comes out in our actions, how we think. Believe it or not, sometimes, even us as individuals, we do things and we're like, and somebody said, "Did you just do that?" You'd be like, "What did I do?" Yeah, because you just think in a kind of way. Your mindset is a certain way, and you act it out and not even realize it, that, and it comes out like that, right? So the author, he says, see possibilities. Possibilities. When you can think that something is possible, for me, you know, I always said there gotta be a way out. There gotta be a way out. That's my mojo. I gotta find a way out. There gotta be a way out. And so I pursue, what I need to pursue, because there gotta be a way out. Don't tell me I can't find a way out. That's the impossible thing. That doesn't strike well with me. I don't, because then we just close the door. We just close the door. Because when you start thinking possible, you already close the door. You already, failure is right at their doorstep. No, think possible. You keep the door wide open, because something got to work, right? All right. So it's not just what's in front of you. You believe that's possible either. You think about, the next 5 years, where you're going to be. The next 10 years, what will be happening to your business, what's going to happen into your marriage, what's going to your kids, whatever your plans are. Think possible, not necessarily, oh well, it's tomorrow. No, think 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Think possible. What's possible? Now, if you can imagine it, they say if you can imagine it, it can happen for you. So, I just stop here. Remember, now I'm reading the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, right? And so just dropping sharing some thoughts. It's a lot of nuggets in that book that has impacted me. So I just wanted to share some with you. And so here's another one. It said, don't sweat the small stuff. Uh-oh. So don't sweat the small stuff. How many of us, we hang on to some little things, and they linger and they linger and they fill up a lot of space. They fill up a lot of space in our head space. They consume us and we become bitter, we become angry. The small stuff. The small stuff. They'll eat you up, my friend. The small stuff. They'll eat you up. Right. Yeah. Great book. Yeah, you got it. The small stuff will eat you up. So we've got to develop that mindset that allows us to, yes, this small stuff's going to appear, but you got to develop that mindset and the confidence, belief in yourself that, you know what, I'm not going to let that bring me down. Hmm? Right. This small stuff. So I love this one. I love this one. He says here, stop making excuses, right? So, we make excuses for everything. We make a lot of excuses, even when we be like, excuses. But he said, because people make excuses so much, now they suffer from a disease called excusitis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Excusitis. I'm like, what is it? I was laughing to myself when I heard that word. But it's true. We talk, when we harbor certain thoughts, when we harbor them, when they in our system and they eat us up and we hold on to them, they just become a part. It's like a disease. So he's saying you keep making excuses for everything, you suffer from the disease excusitis, right? We must be building confidence in ourselves, right? Build up our self confidence. And we know how we do that, right? So, everybody's different. And a lot of us, we got strengths, right? I don't talk about weaknesses. We got strengths, yeah, at different degrees, right? And so we know what, there's some things that we're not very strong in. Beef up those, build those up, right? And so believe it can be done, believe you can do it even when you don't even know where to start. Believe that you can do it. Once you believe it, it's going to happen. So when you start to explore it, yeah, it's going to be easier. But if you go in there with, with a belief system like, man, this is hard, I can't do it. I mean, I've been down that road. I remember when I used to look at things and be like, man, I didn't even try it. I'm like, I don't think so. No, I had to grow to that mindset. I had to grow to that mindset. I had to teach my kids to not even go down that road because if you go down that road, you keep walking down that road, so you're going to see the same things all the time. So we've got to surround ourselves with some positive people and some positive things. And the book talks about getting to the first class environment. Surround yourself with first class. I was like, first class. The only thing I know about first class is when I book first class, fly first class, and the airplane. He said, get in first class. What is first class in his book? Positive people who are going somewhere, people who can lift you up, people who can inspire you, people who can build you up and not tear you down. First class. So that's the words that he used. But we know what first class is in other things, right? But in your environment, he said, surround yourself in the first class environment with all these people that are going somewhere. So if you're going somewhere, that's where you want to be. People who are heading somewhere, they got enthusiasm, they got energy, they got insights, they're progressive, they're moving. They don't have time for the my friend would say, for the foolishness, right? For the negative things and for the excusitis and so on and so forth. They're going somewhere. So the writer says, surround yourself in the first class. Now, who don't want to travel first class when you're flying? Huh? Everybody wants it because you get the nice napkins to, wipe your hands. You get, just you'd be served things a little differently in the first class for those airplanes that airlines that still offer first. You got some airlines that everybody's in first class, right? You know which ones, right? But they have someone that still have this first class, business class. So yeah, you get your nice wine or champagne or other little things on tray, different from the economy. Right? Yeah. So category, yeah. So surround yourself with the people that are in first class because you get that superb treatment. You learn from them. Yeah, because those are the people going somewhere. Those are the successful people who sit in first class because they know first class brings quality stuff. First class brings on the people that are actually moving and stop worry about those back there that are wherever that not doing anything to help themselves. They dumb down themselves. They kill their self confidence. No posture in their belief in other things. So you can't hang out with that. They when they say that if the eagle um don't hang out with the chickens, right? The eagle doesn't hang out with chickens. Chickens hang out all by themselves down here. The eagle, no, that's no place for him. He gotta go. Right. So and every writer uses a different language pattern to pretty much say the same things, right? Because now this writer says hang out in the first class. Another writer will say the eagle doesn't keep company with the chickens, right? Yeah. So we know how what they use figuratively, but they use literally. but we understand that the magic of thinking big has a lot to do with your mindset, has a lot to do with how you're thinking and how you think possible. Where are your what are you thinking? Well, and so we know the writer was quick to talk about successful people. He said successful people think big. They don't just think what's right here, they think what's way over there. In businesses, they do um, have projections, right? For the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 20, and they make projections. Yeah, they're going to change some of them. Things are going to change. The economy is going to, but they have their projection. This is what we're projecting as a company to build and to make and whatever they are projecting, depending on what they do. So they got to have some insights, some things ahead. What's possible for you, my friends? Think about what's possible for you in the next 5 years, what's possible for you in the next 10 years. Think possibilities. They might not, everything might not happen as you plan, but you know something? They say you better plan to fail. You better, or you fail to plan, right? You gotta have some. You can't just go through this life just nonchalant like that. We've got to gather ourselves, stay focused, think big, think what's possible, level up the belief system, and level up the self confidence. Yeah, a lot of times things might not be happening the way how you expect them to happen right away. But nevertheless, don't give up. All right. So just wanted to share that. And if you have not read that book, go ahead and read it. And thank you, my friend. Yes, great book. You have it. Great. Some more people need to be reading that book, The Magic of Thinking Big. All right. Well, it's Friday. And of course, you see my voice is just leaving me again. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to work what we have, right? Yeah. I'm going to think big. I'm going to believe from my voice that it's going to be okay. Got confidence in knowing that because I trust him. All right. So you guys take care of yourself. I will see you on next week when we're going to talk about, who knows, something else. But right now, I just wanted to stop by to let you know that there is some magic in thinking big. Read that book and you'll get a lot of insights and it will help you grow, help you with changing, help you with just a whole lot of stuff in there to build up your self-confidence and become that better version of yourself. All right, my friends, I will see you next week. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Love upon yourself, love upon your family. Take care. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.